anybody.
It's just entertainment purpose.
Only.
It's not. It's entertainment purpose.
Only.
It's
Meant
not.
to be in the case of anybody.
This is just entertainment purpose.
Only.
It's not.
Hi hotties, kettles, tea-sters, you here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Today, we got a lot to address today. We're going to be addressing the entire Love and Marriage Huntsville cast. First, I want to say thank you all so much. We are growing really fast and I'm super happy that you guys are really rocking with my channel. Even the bitches that be trying to shade me, because yesterday when I mentioned my analytics, we were at 80% of viewers returning to watch my content but not subscribing to my channel, and today we are at 75%. So 75% of y'all keep coming back watching my content but you ain't subscribed. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button or else I'ma consider you a hater. And whether you subscribe or not, I appreciate you so much because your view definitely contributes to the growth of my channel. So watch from a distance, that's fine. So let's get into it, you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that post notification bell so you are up to date when I upload and you can be up to date with all of the latest Love and Marriage Huntsville drama. So our girl Melly Mel was on the news, Money Making Mel. She's on her press tour, I believe. So she is the one that's going to be doing the first round of press for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't believe that Martel started the press off. I think he just looked up with the interview from one of the YouTubers. I think that YouTuber was trying to be strategic and get some hype to his channel, but went with the wrong person. But that's allegedly and in my opinion. So shout out to Mel. She looks freaking amazing. I love her outfit. She's a class act. She looked really good on camera and she did an amazing job. So next I want to talk about my last post from yesterday about Martel renting the house that he's in now. Somebody is under the impression that the house that I posted on my video was not their marital home. And I cannot have people thinking that I'm just up here posting the wrong information, because she doubled down on that shit. And I don't like that. I also don't like when y'all play the victim when y'all get cursed out. It's plenty of people that hold me accountable on my channel. It's plenty of y'all that be like, nah, that's not it. Nah, this was this. Nah, it was that. But don't come and talk to me rude. And y'all know what I'm talking about. To address somebody and say, if you read my comment, that's rude as fuck. And you're going to get what you asking for. And that's just my opinion. And if you don't like it, you can bounce. So for those of you that are new over here on my channel, thank y'all for subscribing. I am pretty confrontational. You can hold me accountable, but don't be rude and condescending about it. And also, when you get the smoke that you asking for, don't try to backtrack, all right? Don't try to make it seem like I'm attacking you. I don't like that. If you know you were being condescending and rude in a comment that you sent me, stand on that. And for the people that think like, oh, as a hostess, you should. I'm a hostess over here on my platform. What everybody else do on their platform, that's what they do on their platform. And actually, when I get to 5,000 subscribers, when I go live, I'm going to do a $10 giveaway to the 3 people that can guess my age. Because y'all gots to know I am not the same age as all the other bloggers. Like, I am literally a troll. I embrace the troll in me. And I'm totally being myself. So when that person tried to shade me and say like, oh, maybe that's why people are coming back and viewing and not subscribing. The views is what gets you the dollars. So I could care less. I do want y'all to subscribe. But regardless, the views is getting me the dollars. So that little shade was cute. And when you sent me that shade, I was at 36. So now today we at 38. So just throwing that out there. So today I put together some pictures and videos of this house because I cannot have y'all thinking that this is just some stuff that I'm throwing on my platform just to have a conversation about. That house was the home that Martel and Melody shared together. So y'all take a trip down memory lane. And then we are also going to be talking about Marcel at the courthouse. We're going to be talking about why we may not be able to find information on Marcel, because y'all, I didn't know Marcel got a few aliases, y'all. And then Tisha, I think Tisha is trying to get a fan base name like the millimeters. I don't know, y'all let me know, but I don't think Tisha know like the millimeters. Melody didn't give us that name, right? We cultivated that name, right? So Melody didn't. It's just crazy. So it's and then Destiny was shaded girl, like, y'all are so funny on the internet. The lady that shaded Destiny, y'all are hilarious.
Martel. There's the missus right there. What you doing, babe?
My cleanser.
Hey, Mama, look,
Oh,
Charlie.
okay.
Mama, look, Charlie. That's the baby.
So this cleanser you use every day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
It's not, it looks like apple pie.
Apple pie. She looks like an apple pie. So sweet.
And it smells.
So, the ratings, how the ratings going right now with Love and Marriage?
Oh, they're going very well. The network is very happy, very pleased. I mean, the city is definitely tuning in for sure. And just people like we were in.
Hey, Leah. Let's tell everybody hello.
Hello.
We are about to attend the father-daughters tea, right?
Right.
Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we very excited.
Be careful, Malia. No, she hurt me.
Well, we're about to head out, and I know you guys love this jacket. It is in compliments of Connoisseur Paris
Hey, you
in
guys love my
Buckhead, Georgia. So whenever you guys want to look,
I'm sorry, y'all. This wasn't a stop and play, but Martel has been the same. No, look how he ignored his children. Why won't he say something about his daughter dress? Say, in my beautiful daughters, you look so beautiful. Look at her beautiful dress from so on and so forth. It's all about him, or so on and so forth, but it's all about him. I cannot stand Martel, y'all. She talking about in my dress. He didn't even acknowledge her. It's all about him. He is just gross.
nice and something totally different than what the next is wearing. Make sure you guys check out Connoisseur Paris in Buckhead, Georgia. What happened? Happy Thursday. Just finished, so I'm hanging up my wreaths on my house. What y'all think?
So is that not the house that I showed in my last video? Because I don't understand. It's okay for you to hold me accountable, but speak to me motherfucking nice. And when you hold me accountable in a rude, condescending manner, the least you could be is motherfucking right. And I'm sorry about my language, y'all, because I already checked my analytics, and majority of y'all are auntie age. So I'm going to be respectful moving forward. And when it comes to addressing stuff like this, I'll be a little bit more calmer. But this one right here just kind of aggravated me, because I don't like people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about when I know what I'm talking about. I'm not mad. I'm just rowdy like that. Like, I'm just a very excited person. So y'all also guess my sign, and that's also going to be a $10 giveaway that I'm going to give when I go live when I reach 5K.
Ugly house, but it's ours, though. Ugly house, but it's ours. And I love it. Kids love it. Wife love it. I love it.
And just look at his face. This is around the time that he was really feeling himself. He was having the best of both worlds, and he was manipulating both women. He did not care. He was feeling himself. He was the man. He thought he was the man. We haven't seen this energy from Martel in God knows how long. We ain't seen this energy from Martel since this. Actually, this was what I think in 2019. Martel haven't felt this good about himself since.
It's like an old time house, like, but hey, we running with it. It's ours. These jokes about here working early in the morning. I'm going to head to
In that video, he said he was getting ready to head to Atlanta to pick up some of his suits. I believe that he was heading to Atlanta with coleslaw, or he was in Atlanta with coleslaw. You could just look at his energy and his demeanor, and you can just see that he was up to something. And whatever he was up to, he was very cocky about it.
Tell everybody, hey, Raya.
Hi.
All right.
So one more time, that is the house that I posted yesterday. So I don't know if she was talking about coleslaw house, but that's what you get for not watching the whole video, because I feel like I clarified that I was talking about this house. But y'all get in the comments, and y'all again hold me accountable, because y'all always do, and let me know if y'all thought that I was talking about anything else. Like, did y'all think that that house was not his house in the comments?
We are getting what done today, sweetheart?
A Christmas lights.
Are you excited?
I'm really excited.
All right. Tell us what you like most about Christmas.
Well, I like most about Christmas is that you get more presents.
Also, another thing that I noticed, look how beautiful Mariah is. Look at her energy and her demeanor. Even in the last video, she had more personality about herself. And it could be as they get older or as kids get older, they become more teenagers, but I don't think that has actually happened to her. Like, I don't think she actually reached her teenage phase yet. So like the energy that we get from her now is a lot more reserved. It's a lot more quiet in a sense. She isn't as happy as she used to be. A lot of what she knows about her dad is affecting her, allegedly, and in my opinion. And I believe you can see it on her energy when you just see her now. The only time she's really happy is when she's with Melody. And even still, if you look in her eyes, there's a lot of depth in between her eyes. Like, there's a lot of story there that she can tell of her own. There's a lot of things that she know that she's going through and that she's dealing with internally. And thank God that Melody got her children in therapy, because we all know Martel doesn't think therapy is needed because of who his mother is. He also doesn't see anything wrong with his behavior, and he doesn't take into account on how this would affect his children. I think their oldest daughter is very much affected, and I think Tank is more confused but still affected, but he's more confused, whereas Mariah kind of knows what's going on, but she is now in that phase where everything that she's ever known about her daddy, her hero, her first love, has now been tarnished. And that's not because of anything that we have done, Melody have done. That's all because of his actions. The reality of who her father really is has now sunken in. And the only reason why I can stand firm in that and see her, because I see it in her eyes, because I walked the same line that she had to. And I do think that's why a lot of us are so connected and so invested into the show. A lot of us have walked these same lines. I think that we have all been disappointed by our parents' actions at some point in our life. And I think that's what we are seeing happen to Mariah. She's transitioning. She's dealing with the effects of her mother and father divorce. But not only that, you guys, she's dealing with the chaos that her father continues to bring her. She's also dealing with having to see her mother in that pain. It's crazy, but I think it's like full circle with these kids. I also grabbed this clip just to prove that this is their home again. But also, Martel did the least amount of work, and he gassed the show up the most. Like, he did the most promo, not promo work, but he did the most flexing when it came to the show. His energy and demeanor and everything was so cocky, and he did nothing really. We also have to address these next two clowns, because Marcel had a court case at the Madison County Court, and shout out to Miss Black Titanic. I love Miss Black Titanic. She is so sweet. She's so beautiful. I just really love watching her content. She really reminds me of my grandmother in so many ways. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, my grandmother be in the business, okay? My grandma got authority. And Miss Black Titanic really care about the community. She's been there for most of her life, all her life, I believe. And so she cares about people being in her community lying and trying to scam people. So she is pretty invested, as like we are all. So millionaire Marcel walked into court at Madison County on April the 10th without legal representation to steal a man's property, allegedly. So the man that owns Marcel frat house allegedly had that home for 10 years after Marcel abandoning it in like 2004, I believe. If you guys want to get all of the accurate information, because I might be off a few, then you should head over to Black Titanic's YouTube so she can give you all of the tea. So he walks into court 2 hours late, allegedly, apparently, because Miss Black Titanic was actually there. and he demands that the court give him his house, or he wants his house back or something of the sort, but he has no lawyers, no representation, and so they ended up pushing the case back 30 days, and Miss Black Titanic actually brought the neighbor onto her live yesterday to talk about what type of neighbor Marcel was, and she had nothing really good to say about him at all. Neighbor basically stated that Marcel and them had rats and roaches all over the place. The roaches were so bad they used to climb inside of a big tree that was in the yard or whatever, and roaches would just be all over the place. She also said that Marcel was married, but he never had his wife around. She also said that it was nothing but men in and out of the house, which is why we believe that it was a frat house. After the man invests all of his money into the property, he bought the property out of taxes, not Marcel, but the other man. And I think he said he spent over like $8,000 on the house. And now Marcel is trying to come back and take the property. And I think that he is a scammer. The Scotts are scammers, y'all. And I think he is trying to do this to add value to his assets, because we all know he is going through a legal battle right now. And that will in turn affect his assets. So that I think is crazy that they like to say that they are multimillionaires, but they don't have lawyers. Like, even I have a damn lawyer. And I am not considering myself to be a multi-millionaire, but I have a lawyer. Like, I think that that's just a basic necessity for any type of court. It could be a traffic ticket. Nonetheless, the scamming snots, basically, Marcel told the judge that he was going to come back with a lawyer. His brother is a lawyer, and that he would come back with the lawyer, which is odd to me because Maurice owns United Legal Team LLC. And also, you guys, Maurice and Marcel, they don't have the same dad, correct? They can't have the same dad because Maurice is a junior. Marcel is a junior, allegedly. Let's check this out. But before we even get into that, United Legal Team LLC is owned by Maurice Scott. On his website, it says, when you need a lawyer, you need one who listens, cares, and vigorously fights for your rights, basically stating whether you have been a victim of identity theft, credit repair, or debt collection, or injured financially and or personally. So I'm assuming Marcel is going to say that he was injured financially, and this is how he's going to be able to use Maurice. But allegedly, Maurice is only a certificate lawyer, so he didn't even complete the 8 to 10 to 12 years that you would need to even be a thoroughbred lawyer. So Miss Black Titanic and that neighbor said that they were going to come up with a petition to help the other man out, because nobody in that neighborhood even want Marcel to have ownership of the house again, because he never took care of it. And now the house is beautiful and it looks nice, and the neighborhood is well taken care of again, without these nasty people being involved. So I would suggest y'all head over there to Black Titanic so we can help this man out. Also, y'all, if y'all can, Miss Black Titanic said that she might pull up to Destiny's court case, and I really want her to. So y'all go ahead over there and PayPal Miss Black Titanic. Go ahead and send her a Cash App too, so she can reschedule her doctor's appointment and be up in the courtroom, because we want to know the tea. We want to know the tea. So allegedly, Marcel and Maurice are going to be in court in 30 days from April the 10th, y'all. So I'm going to keep y'all posted on that court case. That he got so many court cases and coming up, like he's being sued from left and right, you guys. Whole time we thought that he was getting sued by Zen Garden. He got so many cases coming up against him. And you know why we probably can't find all of his cases? Because do we even know Marcel's full name? Or is Marcel operating off of 2 different names? Or do he have 3 different aliases, you guys? Because when I went to do some research on Marcel, the name Joven Marcel is connected to him. And that is also a 43-year-old man that lives in Madison, Alabama. But what's also interesting to me is Joven Marcel is connected to Latisha Scott, whereas Marcel Scott isn't connected to Latisha Scott. So Joven Marcel has more connections to Marcel Scott's wife. It's so interesting, these people. You just never know. Also, he has a J Marcel as well. So who are all of these Marcels? And also, because if y'all know what website I'm using, it says that the Joven Marcel and the Marcel Scott are the same age, same date of birth. They have some of the same people, like family members and all. The only difference is Joven Marcel is connected to Latisha Scott and her family, whereas Marcel Scott isn't. I don't know. It's weird. But over here, it says that the date of birth of Marcel, the age of Marcel is 43. Marcel can use Joven Scott Marcel Sr. or Joven Scott Marcel. So there is a senior, right? So Maurice and Marcel are not, so they're brothers via their mother, but do they have different dads? Which is now going to open up the can of worms as to what type of household did they grow up in, because we get to see how Miss Marlene is with her nasty ass son, but we don't get to see how their mother is with them, and we think that they are some of the worst of them all. So y'all get in the comments and let me know what you think of all of this. It could really be nothing. Regardless, Scout is in Nashville, so I don't even know how he's going to continue to build that hotel that he's saying that he's building, because I mean, he is a contractor that isn't licensed to contract anything in Alabama. Isn't that weird? Also, don't you guys think that it's weird that this man is known for building commercial properties, or he likes to claim that he's known for building commercial properties, but everything that he's ever lived in was not up to par or standard or code? Because if you're starting out in this business, the first thing that we should be able to look at as a reputable source for your work is where you live, your actual place of where. I don't understand these people, y'all. I just don't understand them. Everything about them is confusing, and you guys think that there is something going on with their businesses, and I do too, because it's just none of it makes any sense. And where is the money going? They claim they have all of this money. Where is it going? And I think he's spending so much money on, we don't know, because what in the world is the Latisha and Marcel Scott Foundation? I've never heard of the Latisha and Marcel Scott Foundation. What is it about? What is it that they're doing? You know, what type of nonprofit is this? Because y'all, it's so much to them. Maybe it's me. I've never heard them mention anything about the Latisha Scott Foundation, but it seems as though they open up so many businesses, or they start so many businesses, but we don't have anything whole. Like, we don't have anything complete. We don't get to see anything in its final form. And I think that is so annoying, because they scream multi-millionaires. Like, this year, they trying to focus on their fashion. They're obsessed with Melody, but they not focused on their business. The reason why Melody can focus on her fashion and look good in everything that she's in, because her hands are clean in the background. So whatever, you guys. But let's move on to Dishonesty. Whoever gave me that name, y'all are so funny. I love y'all in the comments. Y'all just give me the best names. But Dishonesty, y'all, was shaded on Instagram. So she was under a post that was about Kimmy, and she commented and she was like, but God. So I guess Kimmy was saying nothing but God. And so the lady was like, respectfully, girl, just move on. I wouldn't even be in the comments. So definitely gonna comment and say, I'm gonna pray and acknowledge God's healing over Kimmy. So respectfully, you can move on. Good day now. Like, girl, if you really having that energy, you wouldn't even respond. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like when people try to fake and act like they are so godly and righteous. Like, this is why you see on my platform, I tell y'all, I'm confrontational, okay? So if you come over here trying to be rude to me, I'm going to give you what you're looking for. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever think that I'm going to take the high road. If you go low, I'm going to hell. I want everybody to know that. So even when Destiny tries to respond like she's taking the high road, it's always in an aggressive way, whether it's micro, passive, or just flat out aggressive. So moving on, y'all, Stormy is like literally going to be Stormy is so funny to me.
So to get on the show, and how fast be like.
Y'all, look at Carlos. Y'all cannot tell me they did not gas this girl up this year to play the part that she's playing with Melody.
Oh, bitch, she ratchet. She just somebody who just came to some money. Bitch, I work hard. And when I say I work hard.
First of all, there were no tears. Secondly, we know Stormy's game now. So Stormy is going to cry for sympathy. Stormy thought that if she got on stage and cried, she was going to get the audience sympathy. Oh my gosh, I work hard. This also shows her intelligence. Stormy thinks that because she has a lot of money, she is not ghetto or hood or carry the hood mentality. And again, it shows her lack of intelligence. You can have money and be an asshole. You can have money and be a liar. You can have money and be dirty. You can have money and be hood. You can have money and be country. You can have money and be bougie. You can have money and have it's just it's just so many things that you can have while having money. I don't understand why she doesn't understand that when we are referring to her character as a person, that has nothing to do with like the things that she's been able to obtain along the way of not building her character. Furthermore, why are you crying about people calling you ghetto, but now talking about, oh, I be embracing it. I be embracing it. You crying because you tried to fake like you wasn't and we saw right through it.
With people not supporting me ever.
It's easy for people to be like from a certain place, like when I'm from, like y'all know I get held, people call me ghetto. I'm the ghetto one on the show, but I'm cool with it. And people think I'm not cool with it because I cried about it on the reunion, but the thing about it is, when people use the term ghetto for me, it's as if it takes away from anything I've been able to do or achieve in life.
Stormy got on this show and tried to have male Southern Belle charm and got mad when we saw through it. That's it, and that is all. And her even explaining why she cried on the reunion stage because we were calling her ghetto, she literally said it's because people associate ghetto with like where people come from, but she don't work so hard. And I still don't understand why you would cry about that if you weren't just mad, but that you couldn't play in our face, or you were crying to see if you could play in our face, because again, I ain't never seen no tears come out of your eyes. Then you turn around and now you got the Ghetto Girl Conference and now you're trying to say, oh, but I'm cool with that. But if you was cool with that, then you wouldn't have even got on the shows trying to be anything other than what you are. She also seemingly responds to the rumors that she was in court. She said, she had epic good news. And then, Stormy went on doing what she normally does. She said her lawyer had a huge win for her today. So again, she's listening to the bloggers because she's very pressed and bothered. So she just went on Instagram going on her rants because, she has to prove that she is not as insecure and ugly spirited as she is. She also wants us to know that she is viral on Facebook and she will be going viral all over social media platforms. Okay, girl. Get it, girl. So hopefully we'll get to see what the court drama is about on the show. Do y'all think she's going to be open and honest about it? She said transparency is her thing, yet she wasn't really transparent until somebody aired her out. Moving on, y'all. Latisha is so funny. Who is T-Squad? Because if the T-Squad is her glam team, I need to call them to the front and ask them, why are y'all mimicking males' looks? Y'all making Latisha look bad because y'all not even doing it right. So is it her glam team or is it her fan base? Who is T-Squad? Latisha is a fan, y'all. Who is T-Squad? Because I ain't never hear nobody say like, oh, I'm such a fan of Latisha. Anytime people talk about Latisha, they're not fans of her. They like, oh, she's beautiful. That's it. They're not like fans, but y'all get in the comments and let me know what you think. I could be hard on her. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that post notification bell so you are up to date when I upload, and you can be up to date with all of the latest Love in Huntsville drama.
Yeah.
It's just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
It's just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
No.
In the case of anybody.
This is just entertainment purpose.
It's not.